Hello, my name is Giselle with Terrace and Tea Company.
TSC.
Thank you.
My name is Dana. I am the assistant sales coordinator here at the University of Miami. And pretty much, let me tell you how this works before you go explaining the product to me. Pretty much, you explain the product, you let me know the features and everything. If I like it and I think it's something that will benefit us, I take it up to the director of sales, and then he has the final decision on the product.
Okay, well, thank you for taking your time. I actually went on one of the tours that you had here offered last week and got familiar with the facility, and I see that you have 1,200 physicians as well as 8,000 staff members. So I see how it's a fast growing, facility. So I have here one of the highest tech ultrasound machines that's offered right now in the market. It's called the Terrace T3000, and what it is basically a laptop as is shown here on this brochure, and it has a slide-in console. Now, something that I saw was some of the equipment that you have offered right now at University of Miami. So just wanted to see how is that suiting you and if it's fulfilling all of your needs.
Well, right now, what we're using is very outdated. Like you said, we are a very fast growing university here. We have a lot of staff. We do have a lot of students as well. But since we've been open for so quite a long time now, our equipment is very outdated. It is very bulky. So we are looking for something more modern, more sleek. Well, basically, our goal right now is to fit as many students as we can comfortably in one room. So, thinner and sleeker equipment is something we're looking for just to maximize our space within the classrooms.
Okay, well, this is something actually that will work for your benefit then. This right here, that you allow me to show you, this is the actual laptop. It's a Mac laptop, which has a sliding console, and then with this console you can perform various amount of x-rays. With x-rays you can also do the ultrasound, which is the most what it's utilized for. Now it's also used for different surgeries like vascular surgery and as well as many other more, but I know vascular is one that's very common here at University of Miami. And the thing about this is the weight is just as a laptop, so it's not any heavier. You can use it whenever. Also, it has Ethernet built in and connectivity. The one thing about this is that it is a program that is saved to your computer, but you can use it for any other resources. You basically have the iSave application, which you can upload any of the sonograms, any of the ultrasounds that you have done, and you can actually save it to any kind of data that you have within your customer profile here. Also, you can burn the live taping of the ultrasound and save it into your hard drive and burn it onto a CD. And if the patient wants, they can take it with them. Or if you have to further analyze them outside of the classroom, you can do that as well. Now, you mentioned space. You can see the size of this laptop. Basically, it doesn't need any more space. So instead of having 100 of your 560 rooms designated for ultrasounds, you can maximize those rooms for anything that is needed at that current time, because this is something that is easily transferable from room to room, so you can save yourself time with that. Now, with sleep and technology, basically it's the newest in the company. It's the newest in the market, and it's basically one of the best product that's out right now, technology-wise, as well as space and everything with it. How does that sound so far?
That sounds actually really good. It does sound like something that we are looking for. I can say I haven't seen any product like this being offered to us so far, so I am very impressed. There's a couple of questions that I have though. To start with, right now we have products installed into our classrooms, as you said. Now, how does the installation with this work? How long does it take to install for one?
Okay, it's an iSave. It's a microchip program, so it's already installed to the laptop. So you basically purchase the laptop, which has the console already. Now, within the program, you can use a computer for anything that a computer does. So you can go into the internet, you can save files, you can have any kind of program installed. Now, the actual program is already installed, so there's no installation that you have to do.
Okay.
Now, we do notice that you have equipment already, so we have a set team that is specialized in coming in, setting these programs up, as well if you need any help on taking the programs that you already have in the actual equipment out of the room. We usually do that ourselves as well. It's all up to your needs and what you are expecting. We actually can fulfill your needs. You just have to tell us what exactly you want.
Okay, so is there an additional fee for uninstalling the current equipment that we have?
No, everything is in our service. So we maximize our service and we make sure that you're happy in every kind of aspect, not just with the product, but before and after. So we come in, you tell us, usually we do it at nighttime because that's when it's less traffic within the organization. So we actually come in at nighttime, you tell us a time or during the day, our team goes ahead and takes these equipment out and designates them wherever you wish to put them. And then we actually come in and we set these up. Now for the installation process, as I mentioned, is an iSave and a microchip. So there's no installation needed. It's already into the program.
Okay, good. Okay. And another thing I was going to ask you, is there any type of, does it work the same as the equipment we have now? There needs to be training for this equipment?
Yes. Well, the training is very simple. Basically, the only training that you'll need is on the actual program. Everything else, if you know how to use a laptop or computer, you basically use it as a normal everyday basis. But what we offer is depending on your availability and your students. If the students have a very compact schedule, then we can do a seminar. Or if they have a more flexible schedule, we can do it, within weeks at a time. It just depends on what you have. We have training either from one day that can last 3-hour seminars, or we can have them throughout the week. So it just depends on your availability.
Sounds good. Also, now since it's a laptop and not the actual equipment that we have, does it have enough space for all the pros?
Yes, actually, right here you can see the pros that it has to offer.
Okay.
All of our pros are formed universal. So if you already have the pros which you have with your equipment, they can use the same way.
Okay.
Now, if you want to purchase any more pros, we give it to you at a discounted price, but everything is used the same way. That's one of the features that is very, liked upon our product is that you don't have to buy any additional programs. It comes with this. The eye image is one of the best out there, so you can see the color image with the eye droplet or something that is a test that needs to be ran, what any kind of test that you're going to do on any patient. So it's basically compatible with anything that you already have.
Well, it does sound very good to me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take all this information that you gave me right now. That we're going to start off with this. I'm going to present it to the director of sales, and I'm going to talk to him, let him know that I do highly recommend the product, and to see when he can meet up with you, just to so you can show him this, and he's the one that's going to talk more numbers with you.
Okay, that's perfect. And I can actually bring in, the actual laptop and show him how to work it so he can actually see and send you more brochures just in case he wants to get more familiarized with the product.
And can I actually keep this?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And I brought extras as well.
Okay, so the secretary will definitely give you a call by the end of today. By the end of around 8 p.m. the latest, she'll give you a call with a set time for him, okay?
Okay, well, thank you so much, and we'll speak soon.
My pleasure.